different lines here, but it's but Hojin comes in with the inner line.
Pun intended. There's also Summer and Guard joining the fray. It's almost a little bit of a logjam here in the top ranks. I wouldn't be surprised if we had a little bit of some collisions here with some sweeping coming into the mix, as we have so many carts so densely packed. Hojin and Best, they are breaking away a little bit here.
Yeah. You can see the aggression come out from Best right now. He was trying to tackle out Hojin. It didn't work out, but now he was able to break into the line of Hojin, now taking first place. Wave trying to play support now to try to get the 1-2. It is potential being really closely tied with Sensation. Guard and Wave both take huge collisions.
Yeah, so Sensation and Potential both taking damage there, with Guard and Wave falling all the way down to position 7 and 8 right now. It's so close here at the top. Hojin versus Best for first place is the main storyline here, as Hojin with that long inner line able to take first place, and he has double blue nitro in the back too, so first place all but assured for him. However, the 2-3-4 finish for Potential will be enough for them to eke out a victory by 1 point here against Sensation, despite the heroics there from Hojin. The rest of Sensation's roster unable to break through in the middle ranks as Potential wins, excuse me, track number 1.
Right, Hojin is playing out of his mind right now, but if you take a look at his support, Guard and Percent are down in 6-8. Losing 2v1 to Cool is not what you want, because Cool is so great at controlling when he wants to catch up to the crowd in the front. But right now, Sensation, they do get some positions back in 3-4-5.
Yeah, this is a really close race right now, as Hojin and Guard are trying to challenge World, but he's been so uncrackable. Hojin, man, he keeps taking these drafts aggressively and pushing his way back in. At the end of the day, though, still World and Sungbin in those top 2 spots here. Like that World took the outer here as well, so he could avoid any collisions. He's got backup here from Cool behind Guard. Look at this position. Now trying to threaten any single knock onto Hojin here. Almost locks this one up as we're in our final lap now. Joker making a really nice inner pass attempt here, and Sensation will at least briefly take the lead.
Yeah, that lead was nice for Sensation, but Spear is doing all he can. He was able to set back Joker. Now, Cool and World also looking to pass by Joker. Joker needs to not give that room right now for Guangdong Freaks.
Oh yeah, he's trying to both pass Spear, but also block Cool, so he's actually doing 2 things at once here, but it's going to cost him a lot of speed. And look at Spear blocking Guard. Spear is such a good sweep for just preventing Guard from getting any momentum right now. Guangdong Freaks in such a lead. However, 1 and 2 to Hojin and Guard.
If they keep that up, that is their win condition. So Sungbin's going to say no thank you, try to knock Guard out of the way. But Guard, you can see him winning the lines right now. Cool and Sungbin, a world behind Guard.
Sensation here, they need to maintain this. Spear trying to make a push for it. Cool jumps in, very close, but it looks like the 1-2 is going to go over the Sensation. And that's a 2-0 lead on speed. Guangdong Freaks have never been bested in speed mode, and it might happen for the first time tonight, and it may be the first time since Kartrider Drift. Now we see Guangdong have a loss streak here if this continues. Very close races, but despite what was great
over their opponent, as Summer now once again comfortably in draft range, but the nitrous gauge dangerously close, so it really will come down to those drafts.
Right now we're seeing Knock. He's pretty much been uncontested, but Summer, he does manage to close the gap now. He's looking for the potential inners, but you can see Knock right there. He instantly moves inwards to try to potentially block out Summer, but all it did was allow Summer to get more room to catch up.
Yeah, it's a very close race right now. Summer still in striking distance despite being a couple of meters behind Knock, and really here for Summer, just about waiting for that moment to strike, is you have to choose when it's going to be. You don't want Knock to also get that drafted. I guess he decides.
Here he comes.
Right now, this is the moment where he's going to take the lead, so now the body blocking here for Summer going to be absolutely crucial. But no, we change hands once again. I would not be surprised if we had this exchange at least once more here, coming down closer to the finish line.
Now it's Summer's turn to try to look for the draft. He's going for the inner, but Knock, look at his line. It's phenomenal, and you can see 2 players taking the left and right, completely different lines here, but it's Knock with the advantage, coming in first.
To the final match, as we're just continuing to race on here. Coming through the upper portion, World so far, as of yet uncontested, but Ding solidly in top 3.
Yeah, and I like that all the players slowed down there, putting a lot of respect on the chaotic part of this construction track. Now World, he's running off with that first place here. Ding, we were talking about if he finishes 5th or higher, this is the last track, and he's maintaining 2nd/3rd.
Yeah, It's so close right now, and Ding, I mean, he's just going to play his conservative game right here. I wouldn't be surprised if he took some extremely dangerous lines. I think he's just going to play for the top 4 or the top 5 and go with it as he's continuing to, you know, remain with a pack here, even contesting top 3 as he's right behind Jimin. Now, World still uncontested there in first place, but this story, a lot of it comes down to where people stand in the middle rankings right now. Hero in 5th place, Looting in 6th, Cool in 7th. These are positions that have bearing on who is going to book their ticket first to the grand final.
Yeah, Hero, Looting, Cool are kind of like our main characters right now in the sense of wanting to be in that top 4, but all of them are so far behind. It's Sting, who's able to stay consistent, but now he's going to fall behind into 5th place.
He's actually all the way down to the 7th there for a moment as he fights his way back into 5th, and keep in mind, if he doesn't get that top 5, we will go to at least one more track unless Spear is able to win it, but it looks like World and Neil are going to be having their little 1v1 here. Actually, Neil and Jimin, it's a 1v1 for position 2 as World runs away with this one in first place, but Ding finishing in 4th means that this will be the final track, and I gotta say, normally, I'm pretty good at doing the calculation on the fly and telling who's going to advance, but it is so close right now, Peter. I mean, coming into this, Looting at 33, Hero at 32, Cool at 31, Jimin at 29, so close. Wow, by 1 point, World and Jimin.
He has a big lead right now as well. Hojin not within the draft range, so you can see Hojin going for the cuts, trying to build a gauge now.
Yeah, you have to take some cuts here to try to catch up in that gauge, and that's also a really good point. Those collisions we saw earlier did end up pushing Sungmin back, but he built a lot of boost gauge with some cuts and then had the better hairpin, so you could see when you track those boosts to the top left of your screen that he actually has still that slight edge. Hojin trying to equalize it here, and he's now very close. In fact, looks like he's done it, now equalized. He hasn't been able to equalize the distance.
Yeah, the distance is the one part Hojin's missing, but that line just now was able to close the gap beautifully. Hojin, he's going to be able to look for a draft range now. These are the cuts, the turns where Sungmin needs to build a bigger gap.
Here's the opportunity now for Hojin. Had a weak hairpin in lap 1, but in this final, let's see what he does. He actually takes the lead, so more agency here. Look at that very narrow inner he takes here. Now he has to block the draft. Can he do it? The answer is no.
Oh, but Hojin cuts in with the inner line, completely blocking out Sungmin, but no, Sungmin is looking for the first place, but it's Hojin who comes in with the heroic finish.
Oh, that was so close. I mean, it does not get closer than that. It just does not. It just does not, Peter. Look at the audience. Some people holding their chest, hands over their heart in disbelief.